So here we are for the very first ride through of the new Zwift Innsbruck course, released just now. So we've got about 25 kilometers coming up. I thought I'd just go for a cruisy stroll through the park, so to speak. I've got the Kicker 18 on the back, I've got the Kicker Climb on the front, and I'll use a few different camera angles so you and I can both become familiar with the course. We'll be riding and racing around on Zwift. So let's have a look here at the different courses or different routes we have to choose from. So here's the course we're going to be doing today. It's 23.6 kilometers it says here. The courses I've been snooping on Strava are a little bit longer than that. So 23.6, which is the forward short course. Looks like we have a reverse course. So good news there is that we've got a reverse course to use. Unlike Richmond, which was just one way, we've got Innsbrucking. Looks like a flat course there. Got a few different options. There's a single loop. Okay, so riders nearby and surprise me. Okay, so we're going to do this single short lap today, which I'm familiar with. Down through here, that's where Ray and I rode last week. We put up the full ride course of that. We had a bit of a preview, so I'm really keen, given I'm familiar with that little loop there, to see what it's all about. Let's do this. Okay, it's a whole new world. Let's get into it. So 3 kilometers of city riding first before we're onto the familiar course that if you saw the channel the other day, I saw the video Ray and I both posted, we'll start the climb out there. Okay, we've got some Alps in the background. That looks familiar. Not a lot of resistance in there, so we're going to have to whack it up a few gears. Okay, we've got the ride-ons flowing down. It's good to see. Bath salts. A few famous Zwifters dropping in to say g'day. Okay, there's some concept art there on the right. Bike racks. Okay, it's all dead flat so far. Start finish line. Okay. 2018 Road Championships, Innsbruck. So we're kind of heading south-ish, I believe. Okay, the climb just kicked in a little bit. Okay, all dead flat so far. 1 kilometer down. A little bit of elevation kick. I can really feel it. The climb is kicking up and down on me. A lot of bikes parked on the side there. It's going to be a case of out of sight, out of mind for a few of the races. You can't really see too far up the road around these corners. The hills are looming. Around every corner that I can see them. Oh, train! Not sure we've seen any trains in Zwift before. That was a fast train. Let's have a quick scan around the camera angles. We go 0 and out. Here's the train line I've just come past. I'm sort of trying to move my head around. I'm not going to be able to see much there. Weekly goal met 2 kilometers. Dream big. Dream big. That was actually me testing how small you could actually set that value to. Probably about a year ago when they first introduced that to Zwift. The answer is 2 kilometers, and I've already set it to that. Okay. Now I'll pull out on the map here a little bit. A few corners there, okay. Very flat so far. 1.9, so we shouldn't be too far off hitting the climb that I'm kind of, actually I am familiar with in the real life. Scotty Weiss, thumbs up. Good to see you, mate. Somebody from Zwift HQ, they're looking very closely at people riding this course first up. I guess it's a bit of a nervous time for those guys. They put many thousands of hours into something like this. And to release it out there for the masses, I guess they'll be checking in to see it's got running all okay. Now, 2.3 Ks in. Now this is the part of town Ray and I didn't ride the other week in Austria because it was just way too busy. No cars today. Options there of heading left or right. Default left, which is what I know. Okay. So we'll be nearing the loop, I'm guessing. Might be a little further. Now, I don't think it's 1 for 1 like we've seen in London. I believe it's close. Oh, okay, so there's 2 roundabouts. You can see the top right there. Going to allow for a few different course options. Oh, and there's cars. I saw it. Now there's a first. Absolutely a first. There's cars on Zwift. You can see them up there on the highway, and that's the freeway. That's the road Ray and I drove in the other week. And there's a roundabout underneath that. Okay. And here it come the hills, 3%. Climb's kicked up a little bit. There's cars on Zwift. Stop the press. Stop the press. Look at that. Now we need a world hack so we can jump in those cars. That's kind of cool. Okay, can I pull out a little bit and have a look at those cars? So that's the hill Ray and I rode up there. 4%. Okay, this is kind of cool. Given that we've been there just the other week, to see this in person. I think I'm on the, oh no, I was going to say I'm on the wrong side of the road, but I'm on the, it's just the way they've done it for the course routing. But there's the roundabout we started our ride from. Helicopter, there's the cars. There we go. And just over there to my right now is where we started our ride. So onto something familiar now. Onto the climb proper, 10 minutes or so, 7 minutes in. Awesome. Now give me a moment to think about what those cars are like on Zwift. That's something we've not seen before. I don't mind it. They look kind of like a bit of a very toy simulation of cars. Gives it a more realistic feeling though, because that's what we have outside. We have cars outside going past. Okay, climb proper now. Through the start banner KOM. Not quite sure how long this KOM is. If I can get to, here we go. I'm not sure how long time-wise the KOM is or the timing points. I know it's about 7.5 Ks on the pedals. Very cool. Okay, you can see the top right, you've got the elevation profile there. It's only the beginning. The Alps there over to the left. K's in. Okay. Power meter wise today, I've got the kicker reading the power for this session. The Favero Asioma Duos and the Watt Team Power Beat G3s on 3 power meters. Whew. Okay, I'm going to turn the fans on now. Hopefully they're not too bad for the audio. There we go. Whew, okay. Climb starts now. The real climb starts now. You can see the switchbacks coming up. Thank you, C. Gibbons. Now this is around about where that the monument was where I stopped and did the outro for my other video on course. Not quite sure it's going to make it in. Not that monument anyway, or the archway. Here's me trying to look around the corner on the screen. Okay, here we go. 8%, 9. Whew. Definitely some bite. The creaking you can hear is my bottom bracket. Brought to you today by Giant TCR. Alrighty. It's a bit more rural than in real life, which is fine by me, away from all that traffic. Now we're into the switchbacks. Okay, let's go helicopter view for that. Pull out and have a look. Oh! There's a trick for young players. When you're in zero mode, you're not quite in zero mode, you press down, you turn around. You get a proper, can't really get a helicopter shot of the, there we go. There's the switchback there, which looks very much like this shot here. Very similar. Okay, back to it. No RV parked there on the side. Hey Ray, someone stole the RV. Working up a sweat, we're not even a quarter of the way there yet. Okay. Now near the top, as I said out for the real world course, it sort of steps up. So climb, step, climb, step, climb. It looks like the profile does the same. I assume it'll do the same. Yeah, apologies for the clicking. That's coming through from the bottom bracket. With all respect to Giant bikes, this needs to go in the bin. Press fit bottom brackets are an invention we could have lived without. Hear that? All right. I'll try and keep it positive. Hey, at least on the downhill we'll be coasting. Some bite to this. A definite bite. Yeah. Had a few drops of the power meter there. 5.8 k's in already, okay. I think it climbs up to around 10. That's the distance we need, so 7.5, 3 k's out, 10, 10.5. Will get us to the top of the hill. Now halfway up is a little town called Lan, L-A-N. Hopefully they've mapped that. Oh, but look, I thought this was going to be an easy ride. I guess it is a world champs course, so I do have to make it a little hard. Good to see some Austrian butterflies as seen in Watopia. Oh, bit of rest through the 4% section here. Good. %, yep, good, thank you. Not even halfway there yet, and I'm looking forward to the rest sections. There's some banners coming up in the corner here. Not sure if it's a comm point or no, just a reminder we're on Zwift. Clickety clack. The climbs are back. But typically inside I'm not wearing a top or just an under top, but yeah, YouTube and like are pretty strict with that. Hey people on the side there, how we doing? That's why we keep our clothes on. Oh, more people hidden in the corner. Okay, this is probably the little town we went through, I think. People are like deer, they like the grassy fields. Maybe they're vegan, they're just having lunch there in the grass. Anything's possible. Okay, some green banners coming up here. Maybe a sprint point through town. Be pretty even putting a sprint point up here. Some more course reminders that we're on Zwift. Now there's a ski village up here somewhere. Again, I don't think they've mapped it one for one, but I'm keen to see any little Easter eggs they may have put there. Will we see flying pigs, blimps, statues of some type? I'm looking around a little bit more than normal because this is all brand new. Give you some other camera angles here. I'm not even halfway yet. Whoosh. It does flatten out near the top, so I'm hoping for that section. And I'm hoping those power lines don't cause any Ant Plus interference. Okay, coming out to another town now. %, 6%. Four, three, whew. You can really feel it through the pedals. It eases right up. Okay. With the castle up the top. As we saw before, you can spin around. The other side is steeper, so that's going to make for a pretty tough course. Hey, people in the fields. Emin says right on. Emin, I've heard that name somewhere. I'll have to look it up. I think he's a Zwifter. It's a CEO. He's a Zwifter. Keeping an eye on things, I guess. Making sure people are happy riding the course. So far, I'm happy. My legs, singing a different tune. Flowers or something on the side there? No. 7.5, okay, so we have about just over 2 k's of climbing to go. Maybe 3. Yeah, 3. It does flatten out at the top there, you can see on the profile. Up here. So that's where we are on course. It looks halfway, but the numbers aren't telling me it's halfway. Oh, okay. 10% is a reminder. Head down to the right. Power dropout, look out. Happens to the best of us. And again. 3 times a year out. 3 times a year out. Third and final warning, kicker. Or ant plus stick, or whatever the hell's causing that. Long drag. This should be into the little village. %, oh man. $11. $10. Power dropped, okay, that's it, you're done. Get out of here. We are going over to the Assiomas now. It's not a kicker problem, I wouldn't think. It's more of a signal problem here in the room. We'll see how that goes on the pedals. Okay. Yeah, we are through town, okay. And it does ease up. Right, here are the steps I was talking about. It kicks up, steps up, kicks up, steps up. Should be a hard right, then a hard left. No need to give way to traffic, but we'll drop a drafting boost. Hey people. There he goes. And through town. Now I do know it steepens up through here. It says me as it drops down, but the castle there to the top left. So we can spin around and have a look at the castle. What we can see inside that house. And that one. Oops, rabbit vision. I can't really get a good camera view. Oh, where I am at the moment. That's not too bad though. Just skip to the different cameras here. So creak my way up. Yeah, I do recall this part being one of the nastiest. And another straight drag for a while up here. Let's knock that over. Thanks, D-Hut. There appears to be some kind of haze or steam or something, maybe a little bit of cloud. Might be it. Could be my graphics driver. I do recall seeing piles of wood around about this part of the course. So, their wood game is strong. My leg game today is not. I do apologise for the creaking that's coming through in the audio. Swapping cranksets out a few times, yeah, not handy. You're keeping that bottom bracket press fit nice and tight. 9.2 k's, okay, so we should only have a kilometre or so of climbing to go. Behind us, hills. In front of us, hill. Beside us, no idea. Grass hut, good hedge work. Okay, I recall at the top it sort of becomes a little bit more forested. I think that's what we're seeing here on the left. Oh, I am looking forward to the descent though. We're the jam on the brakes in real life on the descent due to the buses. Hopefully there's no buses. Still climbing. More wood. Well, it's not a recreational route. Not the hill anyway. I'll give it that. Hopefully we're nearing the end of the 8% section. A little bit of gardening needed. There may be a bit of a hedge trimmer in future updates of Zwift with the grass on the road. That's all I've been told. Alright, flattens out. Why do we have one last step? Here we go. Climb kicks in and kicks in and kicks in. Not sure if the camera's catching me sort of getting thrown up a bit or not, but I can feel it happening. Someone's brought their handbag to the top with a coffee. Good stuff. Could go a coffee stop up the top here. All right, final push. Oh, London telephone box spotted. I can see it flattening out. I can feel it flattening out. Come on. Something in the distance there, another town marker, town sign. Ski village, I believe. Must be. No, more climbing. Okay, construction. Now we really can't be far off this turn. Okay, top right, I can see now the map comes back in on itself at the top there. So we can't be far off. KOM. I should have noticed there on the right, oh sorry, on the left. 6%, 7.4 kilometers. And there we go. There's the banner coming up. Okay. Flattens out to a welcome rest through the forest. Hills still in the background. I'm looking forward to the descent. Been a hell of a climb. Now in real life, Ray and I were 28, 29 minutes. I think we're going a little easier than that. But that's going to be really, really close. New style of banner. Looks like it might have some sort of text. Hey, some people waiting at the top. Hey dudes. Bangarang, there we go. There's the climb. And because I did that U-turn, it wasn't a full climb. And the irony of getting a feather at the top. Oh, we have a spewing fountain of what is that? We're going to have a close look at this. What? I think, oh, he's, I didn't see that in real life. I think that may be a bit of a monument to those who have got to the top and have thrown their guts up. I just wish it had that sound effect to it. That's hilarious. What are you doing, Zwift, with the graphics there? What is that monster? Can we get any other shots of that? We can. Pulling out a bit on that one. We're gonna have to give this guy a name, or girl, or statue, or thing. It has to have like the Chuck. We'll go up and visit Chuck. M Pepper? Nah, M Pepper, that's not gonna work. I have no idea what that is anyway. That's WTF. What the Chuck? So as we ride away from Chuck, where are you, Chuck? There, like what? No idea. No idea. It did crack me up though. Wasn't expecting a tribute to those who are throwing their guts up. Okay, this looks familiar. Let's get this done and back into town. Unfortunately, the arrow doesn't work. I've got a feather. This should all be pretty smooth sailing back into town in a couple of minutes. And then we've got some reverse flats to do. Deer. Oh, yep, descent. 67, so if I'm above 56 kilometers an hour and not pedaling, I should go into the super tuck. Oh, here we go. That's the climb. 60, 70. Still going, still going. Yeah. Okay, through town. Here's where Ray and I had to put our brakes on behind a bus through here. That speed sign is correct. It is 30 kilometers per hour through this part of town. And right about here, we had to jump on the anchors for a bus. A couple of cars coming out from the road there on the left. Okay, it's grassed over now. Come on, Super Tuck. Negative 5%. Let's keep it on. Let's keep it on. Oh, I don't want to have to pedal. I don't think we had to pedal in real life. 30 kilometres, we're breaking the speed limit, but it's closed roads today on Zwift, thankfully. Some kind of tower there. Might be back in town. It is now night time. 54, negative 5. Just keep an eye on this. Gradients at the top there, negative 10. Could be a fair climb coming back the other way. Yeah, 13%, whoosh. 13, negative 12. Just remember that if you're climbing the other way, it's going to be a tough day. 0%, so we have some flats. Negative 1. I do recall this corner. Some futuristic, something like, oh, the balloons are out. Yep, this corner is familiar. I remember barreling into this one looking at the maps. The computer I had. Whoosh. Only we had leaning. Outside foot down, let's go. This is a fair steep side if you're going to be doing this section here. Come on, tuck. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Okay. And it looks like we've got probably 2 kilometers back into town based on how far it was from the start to the climb. Okay, then we come down around here, get last corner. Oh yeah, this is, I think back to the cars. Cool. So whilst for the majority of people it's going to be a fantasy world or a virtual world they haven't been to, having ridden this the other week, it's familiar, it's very cool. Much like London, until I rode the London course and the extension in person, London was a bit of a, yeah, it's just another road. But this is cool. I remember flying down through here. This is going to be the end of the lap here where I descended with Ray. And that's that one loop that we've done. So just up here, the roundabout, we didn't do any of the in-town stuff. So we can either keep going around. Cool, so if you want to do loops, and as we predicted, again, I didn't set a lap time there because I turned around a few times. And there's the familiar small loop, done. That's a lot of climbing. Look, that's cool. It's definitely cool. Hey, other dude. Other secret squirrel out on course this early on. So, yeah, that course was, the visuals are a little different than in normal, so it wasn't a one-for-one replication. The climb felt a little harder, but I think I went a little harder. It was definitely the same as what we experienced outdoors. So it climbed up, steady state, a few switchbacks, it backed off, it climbed up, it backed off, it climbed up. So that was all as expected. Oh, the Z Hotel. Zwift are expanding. They could have called it Air Z and Z, hey? Boom, boom. Okay, back into town here. Now we should be along the river somewhere. We'll just tick this off. My chain does need a little bit of oil. The clicking's gone. Yeah, that small loop. It's tough. It's not an easy course. The flat section here is probably more for your recovery / fun rides. That climb, that's a serious climb. There's no question about it. There's no, unless you're on an e-bike, there's no taking it easy. The other way is going to be even harder. Scan through some camera shots here, the city. Looks like I've got a dude chasing me at 9.9 watts per kilo. Should we flag a dude? Descent through here. So there's a little bit of undulation through town, which will make the flat courses lively. Definitely not hard, not as hard as to climb out the road. That was tough. Definitely, you got to commit to that. But look, in reverse there, maybe some intervals, the hill intervals you can do. I started with Zwift long before workout mode was in, and we'll be using the free world to do our intervals. So, 5-minute climb efforts, 10-minute climb efforts, all possible on that climb. Out the road there. -1. Okay, we've got myself a few kilometres more somewhere because the lap was 23.5. I think it was. A few to go. Okay, pretty flat, just getting it done. What else have we got around here? Very, not birds. Oh, there's a statue. What have we got there? Mr. Spinning Wheel. Statue. Squirrels around it as well. Okay, I'm not on the tax now. I'm assuming they're going to have a bit of road feel there. To the cobbles. Onto the carpet. No, more cobbles. The screen shake. Through here. Okay, now looking at the top right, into the start pens where events will start from. We have a bridge in a second. A little bit of a climb over the bridge maybe. Looks like it. Bit of a climb. Bit more of a climb. 3%. Oh, 5. Hello, 4. So even for the flat loops, if this is what they're going to encompass, oh, it's a bit of a climb. More of a climb. Stop saying climb. Dam. What is this? What a hidden, I wouldn't say treasure. It's like finding a knife in the back of a couch. Just comfortable, and then something stabs you in the butt. The knife being this climb, and the butt being my butt. Upside down bike sign. What's with that? Good. Good climb. Go down. All right. Must be close. Come on. This would be pretty cool in a big bunch. Ripping through here. It's going to be an interesting course for the world. Some wood in town, another little climb here. 6%. Only for a short period. Oh, look at that climb there. Now that's the one we want to go up. Whoosh. That's possibly the wall for the men's loop. You have some finishing laps up there. That was a berg and a half. .6, probably 2k to go. Okay. So we can knock it out in under the hour. It's Ellis. Got a coffee shop. They definitely need coffee power-ups for Zwift. After you've ridden for, maybe after an hour, a coffee power-up should be, it should stop you for 30 seconds, but give you a few watts per kilo more. Sprint. Back in town along the river here. Flat sprint section. Anthony Hayward's birthday today. Happy birthday, Anthony. It's amazing what you know in a connected world. Green jersey. No competition. Got a bridge or a crane or something. Tram car. All right. What's Big Bear Chris? Eric Jones, is that a joke or is that? Okay, here we go, back over the bridge here. That sprint sign over there. And this will almost be a wrap. There we go. Really 1.4k to go. Whew. There's my ETA. Okay, let's keep that under 50 minutes for the lap. So just managing that, ticking along. The whooshing of the chain is the chain noise. Drops the feather light for no reason at all. Boosts the watts per kilo. Brings the ETA down. Devlin. Simpson. Okay, 500 to go. Okay, we're coming up to the pens. The start pens on the left up here. In there. Hang on, you'll see as the camera swings. I hope the start pens through there. Oh, there they go. Into the start finish line where we've just been. There we go. One full lap of Zwift World's Course Short with a bit of commentary along the way from somebody who rode it just last week in Austria. So pretty good. Yeah, so I was bantering on there. Definitely not an easy climb. Definitely not something you'd take in just for the views. The reverse, I'm keen to try the reverse. I may do that later on today, just to see what that's about. That's going to be brutal. The descent is nice. It's not all just straight descent like we have on Alpe Zwift. You do have to pedal a little bit through those flat sections. Through town's quite nice. I'm keen to see the events that will be on this route, especially the flat sections, and with that climb up the back. I think that might cause a little bit of controversy, especially for those easy rides. They're going to be shattered on that course. So there we have it, a full ride through, 49 minutes plus 25 or so Ks of the Zwift Innsbruck course. Hope you've enjoyed that one. It's been a bit of fun bringing everyone along for the ride. And must be time for that coffee that I missed out on at the top. Okay, thanks for watching. And if you like this one, hit like down below, hit subscribe. Lots more Zwift content, tech content, and collaborations coming up. Okay, we'll see you soon.